Karamonja Region, one of the world's poorest regions, being one of the areas with the highest cases of gender-based violence in Uganda, has attracted the attention of several stakeholders who have come up with a number of measures aimed at promoting a violence-free society. This region consists of 7 districts of Kabong, Abim, Nakapiripiriti, Kotido, Napak, Moroto and Amudat, facing several challenges including poverty, high illiteracy levels, gender-based violence, and all this impeding economic transformation. In a bid to fight gender-based violence in the region that arises out of economic constraints, Action Aid Uganda, a civil society organization, has introduced male action groups. 27-year-old Samuel Lokeno Peter, an agent of change in Narot Amudat district, narrates that his life has changed greatly since 2021.
My wife was the one who is doing everything at home. Was going to fetch water, the same time fetching fire, the same time going to the garden. So I was just staying at the ball day after evening. Just I come and I rest. I ask for the food. That is how I was before joining this team. So now after this team teaching us about this, the sharing of the roles at home together, I started now helping my wife. Up to now we are just doing our work together.
Among the Karamonjongs, it is a woman's role to take care of the family. However, Lokeno decides to do it vice versa, a thing he believes brought about peace and stability in his homestead. He appeals to fellow men to do the same to end domestic violence.
Our neighbor seeing from us, it is just admiring what we are doing in our family. So since we are helping each other, so now we start teaching them how to talk with their husbands and wives to share their work together.
David Ariko, 28, a resident of Port Loro, Amudat district, one of the reformed teenagers, says that through the sensitization which was offered to them, he realized that some culture norms were keeping them behind as other areas were developing.
The first change was the family planning. Was remember also in this ground, Pokotland. So after a year, a woman can get pregnant. After a year like that, since also he gained that knowledge, he get also a knowledge that it is good also, you have also a plan.
The women in the area attest to the fact that the male action groups have greatly contributed to the fight against gender-based violence in the district. Jacinta Adiak, 33 years, a mother of 8, from Amudat Town Council, reported that her husband used to assault her almost on a daily basis, accusing her of baseless allegations, which greatly affected her life. But now things have changed for the better.
Changed, and he could now provide for the family, could also talk to his wife. He stopped beating her. He could no longer leave them with the anchor. He provided for them, and even though they pick up quarrel, could not again respond in beating her.
The 100 male action groups as well as 100 female action groups. These are located in the sub-counties of Loro, Kongorok, Abiliep, Losidok, and Lokales. These have been very pivotal in helping in sensitizing the communities about GBV.
In 2021, Action Aid Uganda established a GBV one-stop center where cases of gender-based violence are reported. The facility offers, among other services, rehabilitation and legal aid to GBV victims. However, the negative cultural practices continue to impede the total elimination of gender-based violence.
Of course, the challenges we face, one of them is the highly deep-rooted cultural norms. For instance, they have a cultural norm of FGM, and of course you know that that is a direct GBV that minimizes or despises the dignity.
It is education which is bringing all this gender-based violence between women, girls, because they have not gone to school. They don't stand on their own in form of having an income. So you can succumb to anything because you don't have your own.
Statistics by the United Nations Development Programme indicate that up to 53% and 13% of the women in Karamonja experience physical and sexual violence from the age of 15 years. One of the factors behind these high prevalence rates is the widespread cultural acceptance to the violence.